Bear with me for a moment before I continue on this video because I gotta give out a huge disclaimer. So during the 50th anniversary of Kamen Rider, I actually released a video talking about my thoughts on the suits at the time. And my thoughts are relatively the same, but I am going to be rapid firing all the riders that haven't changed much. So if they're in the same tier but they move down a placement, I'm not going to be talking about them. But if they are in like a different tier entirely, then I will explain my updated thoughts on why I like or dislike the suit. That's why the video was so short yet so long. So let's get this over with. Ichigo, Nigo. Hold it! Wow, that was fast. I'm actually going to put both the suits on top tier this time because last time I said they were the face of Kamen Rider, yet I put them on the A rank and they went even lower. But over time, as the years went on, I've grown attached to these suits and honestly, they are the face of Tokusatsu next to Godzilla. Then again, I did like what they did in Shin Kamen Rider, so maybe that's why I like the original suits more. But I digress, let's continue. V3, Rider Man, X. Hold it! I just don't think X is as strong as a Rider anymore as I did back then. I mentioned before how it's like an upgrade to Ichigo and Nigo, but I was a new Rider fan back then. Nowadays, it just doesn't really stand out on its own. Amazon, stronger, Sky Rider. Hold it! The same thing I said about X, but just applied to Sky Rider. Super 1, hold it! Listen, the only reason why he's down here is because of the Super 1 scandals that the actor actually tried to pull on his fans. Like, how fucking scummy do you have to be? But separating that horrible actor from the art itself, Super 1's design is still pretty good, but I just can't look at it the same now knowing what I now know. Z-Cross, Black, RX, hold it! If you paid attention to my original video, you notice that the placement of Black and Black RX has swapped. I actually like the Black design a lot more, and Black RX just feels like a dick. Shin, Jay, Zol, Kuga, Akito. Hold it! Akito's design is still strong, but I feel like Kuga's the stronger Kamen Rider when compared to iconicness. Akito is the Luigi to Kuga in terms of design. Ryuki, Faiz, Blade, Hibiki. Hold it! I still stand by what I said all those years ago. I'm just not fond of the suit anymore. Kabuto, hold it! I've warmed up to Kabuto's suit, honestly, it's really good. Same thing can be applied to Deno. After watching Deno more, I realized how freaking iconic this suit is. Kiva, Decade, Double, hold it! The same thing I said about Kabuto can be applied here. Like, after watching more of Kamen Rider Double and Futopia, I just really love the Double suit. I guess it was too simplistic for me back then, which is why I really didn't like it. I put in the C-tail, but honestly, that was a disservice, and I'm glad that I changed that. O's, Forze, Wizard. Hold it! Wait, what? What a fall from grace. Being on the S tier and now going to the A tier. Why is that? I still really like the suit and the gem aesthetic that they have going on for it. It's just, the more that I thought about what would be in the S tier, Wizard's not usually the first thing that pops into my mind. So unfortunately, as cool as the suit is, he has to be brought down to the A tier and behind two other riders. Ouch. Gaim, Drive, Ghost. Hold it! He's still too cute to be a Kamen Rider. That's why he's in the C tier. Other than that, his suit's still really good. Consider him an honorary member of the B tier because I still really like the design and the concept behind it. Exade, Build, GO, 01, Saber. Hold it! Suit's still good. The show really just brought it down for me. That's it. Revised. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna interject with the rest of these because there's only 3 more riders and we haven't even talked about the suit in the original video yet because they weren't even a thing back then. Now that the 50th anniversary hype has died down, I can look properly at the suits. I can still say that Revised is still a strong suit. I really love the dinosaur aesthetic that they have going on for them, and for the fact that they're both the same Kamen Rider is just a plus. But compared to other anniversary riders like Decade, ZO, Forze, it's really hard for them to stand out in terms of the design. Plus the show was just out, it was about to come out by the time I was making that video, so now giving it a proper look through, especially since I've seen the whole show, I say A rank is a good placement to put these two. And now we move on to the next riders. Kamen Rider Geats is freaking iconic. You already got me by the balls with its fox aesthetic, but you got my whole freaking non-binary dick with how sleek and sexy the suit is. Geats is one of the riders where they have multiple base forms that could just be customized, but the primary one that we're looking at is Boost Magnum, and by proxy Magnum Boost, and they just pair off with one another so well. But the suits only enhance even more with how the show writes Geats as a character. He is just a smug asshole, and I love it. Here I thought 01's gonna be the most iconic REWIA rider, and then here comes Geets out freaking nowhere, showing off his divine gotcha! Now this is a really tough one, because on one hand, I really like this suit. I think it is deserving of the S tier. At the same time, the show just made the suit so mid. I'm really mixed on Gotcha as a whole. I just... they had such a strong start, and then they just crashed and burned near the end, leaving so many stuff unanswered, which I hope gets answered in the Visa next. I'm gonna put him next to Decade, because Gotcha is the suit. It's still good. It stands out in a great way. Like, look at all these primary riders. Very few of them use the blue aesthetic, and I think Gotcha stands out because of that. And putting the show's awful riding decisions aside, it's still a great suit. Like 01, it pays homage with Ichigo, but does a little bit something different to it. Like the oven on the chest looks like a bug opening its wings, and the bug eyes on the top being goggles is such a cute aesthetic. And the suit is just so shiny. But the only thing that brings it down for me is the character of Hotaru. I'm sorry, he's just so fucking annoying. Not insufferable by a long means, he's just annoying. I can tolerate him. And finally, we have the current Kamen Rider, that being Gav. Listen, should be obvious. I'm a fan of the show. I really do like the way they're going. The world building is excellent. The conflict is rising. And I'm gonna be completely honest with you, I do not like Gav's suits. Like, compare Gav's suit to his side upgrades. A chocolate cowboy with a melting hat. A big hulking pile of marshmallows. The samurai sun chips. A Hulkbuster-like suit made out of lollipops. Those suit designs go so hard. And that's just Gav's side. But his base form? It feels like it's AI generated. Now, don't get me wrong, I love the shoulder pads. I love how the feet looks more monstrous than most riders because he technically is part of the Granute family. I mean, not technically, he is a Granute. And he is from the Stomach family. The only problem I have is the head. I don't like the head. The head feels like something I made when AI generation was first being released to the public in one of those image making websites. I kid you not, I typed in future Kamen Rider and Gav's face was one of the first things I saw on that site. I don't like its face. It feels unfinished. And with that, this is my current tier list for the Kamen Rider base forms. It's really the same. Not much has changed from that 2-year time gap from the original video to now. I just really wanted to make this video to update my list to give y'all thoughts on why I think Double is the best or why Geets should be freaking glazed. And most importantly, to give out some filler content. That's right, this is a filler video. But a filler video that has meaning. So sorry that I uploaded another filler video, but honestly, is this really a filler video when there's new content added to it? Also, I am going to be doing this whenever more riders come out. I think every 5 years or so, I'll make another tier list video, just so we can all see if my thoughts have changed or not, and to see how good or bad the new primary rider designs are. So without further ado, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like what you saw, let me know in the comments down below by hitting the like button to another dimension. I'm Slimy D Spectre, and I'll see you guys next time. But until then, peace out, Mr. Team Shadow. Please remember to stay catty, live life your own way, stay safe during trying times. I'll see you all in another castle. So until next time, adieu everybody.